y'all, Leta here again. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these adorable little ghosts. They're just so easy and so simple. Your kids will absolutely love making these little ghosts, and it's a lot of fun for them. It's going to be a lot of fun for you as well. I've been making these for years. I made these when my kids were young, so this craft has been around for a long time, but I thought I'd just go ahead and show you how to make these cute little ghosts. Okay, so the supplies that you are going to need to make these little ghosts is some cheesecloth, and you can purchase this at a craft store, at a hardware store, and at the hardware store you'll find it in the paint department, and it's really inexpensive material. Also, you're going to need some kind of a jar or glass or vase. It doesn't matter, just so you get your ghost as tall as you want it to be. Also, you're going to need some kind of round object. In this case, I just used a styrofoam ball, but I did not have enough, so on this size one, I just made my own little ball out of a Reynolds wrap, and you can do that as well, so you don't have to purchase the balls. It's just these styrofoam balls. It's just because I had some, so I went ahead and used those. You're going to need some liquid starch, and I got this at Walmart. Very inexpensive for this big jug of starch. It was like $2.97. Also, you're going to need some googly eyes. Now, you can use googly eyes or you can use black felt. Some of mine are going to get googly eyes and some are going to get some felt. Also, you can pick out the ribbon that you want. In this case, I chose all these little colorful ribbons. I thought it was pretty, but you can get any color, any size, any style that you like. Now, I am making 3 different size ghosts. This size here, this taller one. Then I'm going to be making this medium size one, and also this little bitty one right here. So the first thing that you want to do is just get your jars and get your ball on top, whether it's made out of styrofoam or Reynolds wrap, it does not matter. And you're going to cut your cheesecloth, and what I did before I cut my cheesecloth is I measured how much draping that I wanted on my little ghost, and that will depend on the size that you cut your cheesecloth. So after you determine that, now I double layer mine, so I use 2 pieces of cheesecloth just because it's going to make it a little bit less see-through. But if you want to use just 1 piece, as you can see, it is pretty see-through. So I do use 2 pieces on each of my little ghosts, and you can use just 1, or you can use 3, or you can use 4. It just depends on what you want to do as far as that is concerned. Okay, now I have got my liquid starch here, and I just poured it in an old bowl because it'll clean up really well. It's just wash out really easy. But I take my piece of cheesecloth that I've unfolded, and I'm just going to dip it right in that bowl, and I'm going to squeeze out the excess out of my cheesecloth. And this will take probably, I don't know, 24 hours. Now I usually like to leave mine just sit just like this so that it gets really, this cheesecloth gets really hard and stiff, so I do leave it about 24 hours before I take it off of my form and decorate it. So you're going to get your cheesecloth all wrinkle-free here, sort of, and let's put this over a little bit. You're just going to drape it right over your ball, and if it doesn't land exactly like you want, it's just so easy to pick it back up and re-drape it. And you're going, let me move this little guy over just a little bit. You're going to arrange your bottom part of your ghost any way that you like. I just try to give it some kind of drapey look to it, so that it kind of looks like it's floating after you take the form off. And sometimes the front is a little bit shorter than the sides, so the next layer of cheesecloth that I put on here, I'm going to drape the other way so you cannot tell. It's a little bit shorter on one side. Okay, so into the bowl again, our cheesecloth goes, our next piece. Same thing. Just gonna drain it off really good, squeeze that off. Your hands get a little sticky, but it washes right off very easily, so that's not messy cleanup at all. But you can see why your kids will just love this project. Yep. Okay, all those wrinkles out of that cheesecloth. And remember, when we drape it this time, the larger side, the longer side is going to go in the front and the back, so you really can't see that short end too much. And again, just arrange the little bottom part of your ghost so it looks kind of all spooky and marvelous there. And like I say, for a while you can work with this because it's not going to start stiffening up right away. So you've got plenty of time to get the exact look that you want for your little ghost. Okay, and that is just going to be great, just right there. Just going to let him dry for 24 hours. I'm going to finish draping all the rest of my little ghost, and we'll see what we got. We're going to have a whole huge ghost family. Okay, so all of my little ghosts here are all draped and they're drying, and when they dry and they're really nice and stiff, we're going to decorate them. But aren't they so cute already? Look like little ghosts all on my table. I love this craft. So much fun. Okay, so my ghosts have been sitting here for 24 hours and they are nice and dry, as you can see, and they kept their form really well after I took the jar and the styrofoam off. So that's what you want, for them to be nice and dry and can stand up all by themselves. And we're gonna go ahead and put the eyes on and the little bows for the girls and the little bow ties for the guys. So like this one right here, I've already done her up. This is a little girl. See, she has her little Google eyes and her little hair bow. So she's all ready, and that's the smallest one. And then the little guy, of course, has his googly eyes and his little bow tie on. So that's what I'm just going to show you how to do, is just to put on the little Google eyes and their little bows. Okay, so this is the biggest ghost, and it is the girl, and she has her little Google eyes here, and I just made these little bows. You know, you can make them any way you want. And I just take a little bit of hot glue. You can use a low temp gun, high temp gun. This is my high temp. So you have to be really careful at this point, especially if little ones are making this, and you know, so that they don't burn themselves. I mean, I burn myself sometimes, so you have to be fairly careful. And you're just going to take it and just place your eye wherever you want. Just hold that on there for just a second. Now you can use something for the back. Sometimes I use like a little stick that I hold back there just to hold his eye. But it does pretty well on its own. So see, we have one little eye, and we're going to go ahead and put our other little eye. And these little Google eyes you can get at Walmart, craft stores like Joann Fabrics, or Hobby Lobby, Michael's, things like that. I haven't looked for these at the dollar store, but so I'm not sure about the dollar store, but you could give it a try and see. Just make sure that your eyes are kind of even. You don't want their eyes to be too uneven. So there we go. Let's see how the little eyes look. Yeah, okay, awesome. Well, she's looking cute. Okay, and the little bow, we're just going to put right up here in her, on the top of her head, just like this, and she'll be so cute. So I just take my glue gun again and just put some hot glue right on the back of that bow, and stick it to the top of her head here, kind of on the side, but you can put it, you know, wherever you would prefer. And this is the kind of little stick sometimes I use just to be able to hold the back of something so that I don't burn myself with the hot glue, which I do often. Okay, so there's our little girl ghost. She's so cute. Okay, now let's go ahead and get this guy ghost put together here. Put her over here. And bring him right up here in the front. And we're just gonna do the exact same thing with the eyes. Just put some glue on there. And put his eye. Let's see, he's got a crinkle there, so we're gonna kind of turn him just a little bit. There we go. We want a nice kind of a flat surface to put his eye on. Don't want to put it on a fold or anything, because it just looks kind of funny when you do that. So there we go. And one more eye here. So the longest and hardest part of these little ghosts is just waiting for them to dry after you dip the cheesecloth into the liquid starch. That's just the longest, hardest part. It's just waiting. Okay, and then this little bow tie, and like I say, I just took some ribbon and just made some loops and tied it in a knot right there in the center. Put some hot glue on the back of the bow tie. And let's see, where's my little stick? Okay. And about wherever you like it there. And just hold it in place for a couple of seconds. Go! Isn't he adorable? Might need to hold that just a little bit longer. Okay, so there we go. There is our little ghost. And I'm gonna let you see all of them here in just a second. As soon as we can get his little bow tie to stay in a good spot. Alrighty then. Okay, I'm gonna let you have a look at all of the little ghosts. They are just so adorable. Love this craft. Your kids will love this craft as well. Okay, so here's all the little ghost family. Aren't they precious? They're so cute. This is gonna make a great display somewhere in my house. I'm not sure where yet, but I'll worry about that a little later. But aren't they cute? So much fun to make these little guys. Love, love this craft. Your kids will love it too, so I hope you give it a try. Okay, y'all, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you will give these little precious ghosts a try. They're so much fun to make, and they're so easy. You'll enjoy making them. Your kids will enjoy making them, and they'll last for years. If when you store them, you make sure that there's nothing heavy on them. Maybe just put them in a box all by themselves. That way they're not smushed or anything, because if they do get smushed, they're kind of, you know, just not the same after that. Okay, so anyway, I just hope that you guys enjoyed this craft, and I will see you guys again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.